Chris Pratt leads in this movie as a detective accused of murdering his wife has 90 minutes to convince an AI system of his innocence. In a futuristic Los Angeles with crime on the rise, the Mercy Capital Court uses artificial intelligence judges to put defendants on trial for violent crimes. The AI judges give the defendants all available resources to find and provide all the evidence needed and are given 90 minutes to prove their innocence or be executed via a sonic blast. Los Angeles Police Department Detective Chris Raven, a strong proponent of the court, is strapped to a chair, put on trial for his wife Nicole's murder, and is given 90 minutes of investigation to persuade the judge of his innocence. Presiding over his case is the AI judge Maddox. All the evidence points to Chris having killed his wife, as her blood was found on his clothing and doorbell camera footage places him at their home shortly before her murder. Chris's guilt probability is 97.5%, which he must lower to 92% to avoid execution. His daughter found her mother on the floor as she was stabbed in the stomach. Chris called his daughter and promises her all is all right. Chris asks for his partner Jack, and he walks the crime scene with her, whereby he accesses the crime scene scan, broken vase, broken plates, and the kitchen knife in which she was stabbed with, and his DNA was all over the place. He looks at his wife's phone records and looks at the call history. Via Maddox's abilities, Chris learns that Nicole was seeing another man, Patrick Burke. Chris's partner, Jacqueline Giallo, finds Patrick, who run away at first when he sees Jack, and he says he freaked out when he heard the name Mercy. He confides that Nicole felt unable to communicate her troubles to Chris about work. Her work email records show reports of stolen chemicals. Chris recalls hosting a barbecue with Nicole just days before the murder and reviews footage to see which coworkers were there. Chris confronts his relapse in sobriety following the murder of his former partner, Ray Vale, and regrets not shooting the suspect, who was later acquitted. Relapsing into alcoholism led to Chris's aggression toward Nicole, and she began to consider a divorce. Maddox shows Chris records of one coworker, Holt Charles, who had financial issues and had discussed the chemical disappearance with Robert Nelson, Chris's sobriety sponsor. Suspecting Holt may have killed Nicole, Chris tries to contact Rob. Holt instead answers the phone, and he explains that Rob is responsible for the missing chemicals. Chris reviews his daughter Britt's social media posts, which reveal a stranger had been hiding in their basement since the barbecue. His neighbor's security cameras display a wrestling in the bushes, and Rob is seen exiting the neighbor's trunk in parking lot surveillance footage. Chris sends Jack to Rob's house, warning her and her team that he might be armed. The SWAT team arrives at Rob's house, finding it empty, and Chris saw a picture in the house and they scanned the picture in the database, but uncover the stolen chemicals and detailed plans to craft a bomb. Maddox discovers that Rob's brother, David Webb, was the first person Mercy Court executed, and Chris realizes that Rob is orchestrating revenge against him and the court. Chris is officially acquitted for the murder, ending the trial. He tries to contact Britt, but footage from her grandparents' front door shows Rob kidnapping her and taking her into a stolen semi-truck. A bomb goes off at Rob's house, killing most of the SWAT team when Rob's shed explodes. Jack pursues Rob, who is transporting explosives toward Mercy Court to destroy the building with Chris inside. The police are able to divert Rob away from Mercy Court, and Jack tries to get the task force captain to blow up the truck. Chris pleads against this as Britt is with Rob, but the captain arms a bomb robot to detonate under the truck as Rob drives over it. The bomb robot does not detonate, and Rob eventually arrives at Mercy Court, crashing into the building. The network resets and locks him in, but Maddox reboots in time to free him. Rob holds Britt hostage as he holds a gun towards Chris and a bomb trigger. Mercy Court called him and told him to present the case to the court if he claims his brother is innocent. Chris confronts Rob and they fight until Chris is able to disarm Rob. Chris prepares to kill Rob because he's responsible for his wife's death, but Britt and Maddox talk him down. Jack shoots Rob, who proclaims that David was innocent of the murder he was executed for, as Rob was on the phone with David at the time of the victim's death. Maddox retrieves footage that confirms this. It is revealed that Jack dumped David's phone, which would have been enough evidence to exonerate David in an effort to prove mercy's efficacy. Jack and Rob are both taken into custody.